Uh, Good evening, everyone. You are all welcome to this February edition of our conference. You are all welcome powerfully, and we really hope that you've had a great month thus far from the last conference we had in January, where we had Professor Busui Mekusi in our midst. So we want to welcome everyone to this February edition of our conference. You are powerfully welcome. And we are particularly excited about this edition of our conference because of what we are here to address. It's going to be massive. It's going to be so impactful today, and we want to encourage everyone to sit back and profit as much as possible from this conference today, which of course is free. This is one of the conferences that people pay to attend. Adventure is in different parts of the world. Even me, myself, I've also paid to attend these kind of conferences before. But as an NGO, we are bringing these opportunities to everyone as a means of community development and sensitization to different parts of the society as it relates to the structural development goals of the United Nations. So once again, you are welcome to this February edition of our conference this time around. Very quickly, I'll be talking about some brief updates about the community, about our organization, and then some of the projects that we run, and then introduce some of the members of the team, and then we proceed from there. Okay. Okay. So just these quick updates. We, as an organization, as a community, we have this name, Bank of Opportunities, as our name. But for registration's sake, after we approached the Corporate Affairs Commission, and of course, we have to register the organization officially with the government. So for registration's sake, Bank of Opportunities could not be registered as our name with CAC because of some structural reasons, obviously. So we had to use another name for the registration, which good enough has been approved just a few weeks ago, like I think 2-3 weeks ago, it was approved by the CAC. So we are so excited about that. And then the approved name for us is Carlos Development Foundation. So KDF is the approved name for us from CAC, Carlos Development Foundation, KDF. But people already know us as BOO, Bank of Opportunities, and of course, we are so interested in retaining that name because that name is not just human, so that name has a reason. Okay, so we have to retain that name. So that name becomes our alias. Okay, what in a layman language we would say a nickname. Okay, so that becomes our alias, our nickname. So officially, we are Carlos Development Foundation, aka Bank of Opportunities. Okay, so if you call us KDF, you are right, and if you call us BOO, you are also right. KDF once again is Carlos Development Foundation. That's KALOS, KALOS, Carlos Development Foundation. Everything we do is all about development, contributing to the development of the community, to the society, and individuals at large, globally. Okay? And it is massive. It is great. That's why it is Kalos. So if you also call us Bank of Opportunities, you are still also right. So this is a bank where people come to withdraw endless opportunities, boundless opportunities every single time. So we answer to either of these names, but we just have to make that distinction officially. By registration, we are Kalos Development Foundation, KDF, but we still retain our name, Bank of Opportunities, which is BOO, which now becomes our alias. Okay, so, and we have a couple of projects that we currently run, which are quite very much dear to us, and of course, still counting. It will interest you to know some of these projects that we run as an organization. So under the organization, we have these 5 projects as we speak. So of course, still counting. So as occasion demands, as the need arises, we launch more projects. So for now, we have these 5 projects with us. So the first project is the BASFIGHT Scholarship, which is the Bankole Akinfolarin Scholarship Foundation for Youth, which has 2 arms. So BASFIGHT has 2 arms. So the first arm of our scholarship covers anything education. People who cannot afford to pull through school, their school fees, their tuition, whichever case, and anything surrounding the school setting. And then the second arm of that BASFIGHT scholarship is tech skills. So individuals who are interested in picking up a tech skill, but they don't have the finance to enroll to pick up that skill from that tech company. So we help such individuals to get enrolled. So they pick up that skill and then they move on from there. And the end goal would be that they land a career in that specific tech skill, and then they become global individuals from there. So that's another means of empowerment under the BASFIGHT scholarship. So those are the 2 arms of the BASFIGHT scholarship. And then the next one is the BEF, Business Empowerment Fund. So where we sponsor individuals who have scalable business ideas, who are first-timers. These are not existing businesses or first-time business individuals who have scalable businesses. What do we mean by scalable? Not a business idea that is absolutely going to be in abstract, a business idea that is workable and scalable, something that is realistic. Some people will tell you they have the plan to, to sell foodstuffs in the air. Some people will give you some business ideas that are obviously not. It is just pure deception. It doesn't. There's no shade of realism in that kind of business idea. So, a business concept that is scalable. Okay, so it's a means of empowering such individuals, become self-employed. So we give such funds to individuals like that. Then we also have the LRF, the Landmark Rescue Fund, which is a one-time fund that we give individuals who had a major crossroad in life. This is just a one-time fund we give to rescue persons who had a major crossroads, specifically major crossroads. And I will give an instance. Someone won the award last month. She's a final year student in FUTA. And she's currently she was unable to pay her tuition and her rent, and which was going to affect her graduation. So that means she needs to be rescued. Otherwise, she won't graduate. You can imagine someone who has spent 4 years plus, almost 5 years in school, and just because she could not afford to pay the final fees now, she's going to be delayed or forfeit everything. Now she needs a rescue to move from that juncture to another higher juncture in her life, to cross from being an undergraduate to being a graduate. Okay, so that's what we mean by crossroad. Individuals that are at major crossroads of life. People want to move from secondary school to a higher institution, but they don't have the resources to sit for either WAEC or NECO. this kind of just a one-time kind of kind of rescue effect that we come to their aid to intervene. And there are some individuals that have been in the hospital for some time because they couldn't afford to pay their discharge fees, so they keep incurring more expenses in the hospital. And it's not as if they are not well; they are already, they are fine. They are not unwell, yet they can't be discharged for financial reasons. Obviously, such individuals too can apply for this kind of fund. So it's called Landmark Rescue Fund. So we also have the THDS, which is Talent Harvest and Development Scheme, and it has two arms. So the first arm covers education, individuals who are bright, sound, genius level individuals, A-level, distinction level students, but who cannot afford to go to school for financial reasons. There are individuals like that, so there's no reason for them to be stopped on the ticket of finance. So such individuals, God helps us to come to their rescue and get them in school. And also for those who have dropped out of school for financial reasons. We are not talking of people who are not serious, who were expelled. So you're not talking of people who were expelled. We're not talking of people who were not serious back in school, who were playing transit. These are not the individuals we're talking about. We are not talking of trans and unserious individuals. We're talking of serious persons who are genius level students, distinction students who were doing well in school but dropped out for financial reasons. These are the individuals we're talking about. Okay, so these individuals also can apply for this kind of fund, the THDS. So that is the educational part of it. Then the non-academic skills part of it is those individuals who are also sound. There's what we call native intelligence. Our parents have this kind of intelligence, intelligence that is not, it has no connection with formal education. Our parents have this kind of, they have this kind of intelligence. Okay. Oh, sorry for that. Okay. So those individuals, they are not that sound academically, but they are so much interested in exploring that skill, that talent they've got. I've met some individuals who just have the innate ability to repair anything mechanical. It's not being an apprentice anywhere. It's not been to school to learn anything mechanical, but it just has that native intelligence. It could pieces anything electrical and couple it back, repair stuff without reading books, without learning it from anywhere. I was so amazed. These are, there are some special individuals like that with that kind of, with that innate ability and talent. So such individuals, and unfortunately, that guy, when I was asking him what his future career was, and interestingly, he wanted to be a doctor. Can imagine, sad story. I of course I had to encourage him. You definitely would just be wasting away trying to become a doctor when you could have been a mechanical engineer actually and do quite really well. You can imagine if Ben Carson were a mechanical engineer and not a neurosurgeon, So you can imagine that. So there are some individuals who are victims of wrong career choice and they are struggling in school, not because they are not sound, but because they've chosen the wrong career. So we are not created equal. We are different. Some people are created mathematical. Mathematics is just natural in their brain. They can calculate, just very fast. Some people are mathematical by creation, and then some people are just so analytical, so analytical. Some people are so argumentative. They are critical-minded individuals. Such people can go for a course like law, they'll do well other than getting in the lab. And what are you going to be arguing with your patients in the lab, when you could be in the court arguing out some cases and making some good money, So you can imagine that kind of thing. So people actually need guide when it comes to career choice. And it's also one of the things we would be doing in this community. So such individuals, they can apply for the THDS fund. So those individuals can be sponsored. And then the final one, but not the least, is the PDT, Personal Development Track, which is a long-term intensive coaching that we do. It's a lifelong training that we take people through on a personal level to develop. Get them committed to their own personal growth at different levels. The last training we had was in January. About time development. So, very enriching. We had Dr. John Badi from the University of Ilorin come to speak to us. Very impactful, very enriching. So we're going to be having another one in March. So we normally bring external trainers like that, external panelists like that once in 2 months. But we also have in-house training yardsticks that we have set out for individuals who are currently on that project to get them committed to their personal growth and personal development. So, and we're excited that people are actually getting stronger and growing stronger from there. So these are the projects we run for now. And also we do this conference every month on different subjects, different areas of life. So these are some of the projects that we run as an organization. And moving to the individuals who are there's no projects without individuals. Projects will not run on their own without individuals. And starting from Miss Adirunke Esther. She's the projects coordinator. She's the international projects coordinator and also the compliance officer. So in case we tend to exercise some laxity, she beats us back on track. So we can, get our heads straight up and achieve our targets per time. So we also have Mr. Oluwasegun Awodele, who is the media manager and also the on-ground team's lead. Okay, so anything that is connected to her on-ground projects, so he leads the team. And also myself, Bankole Akinfolari, and I'm the director. So these are the individuals we have at the back end for now that we've been running the project with the help of God. So we hope some other persons join us as volunteers soon. So we get to hear more about that. In case you're interested in being a volunteer, we still need 1 or 2 persons as volunteers. So that's what we have, and that's what we do. So thank you for listening. We're going to be moving to the main training for the day. And we have considered this to be something very important because, personally, I've seen people not being aware of what is going on in the medical side of their lives. I know it's not, people, at times I just think about some of these things. How many of you, know quite well that our forefathers, our grandparents, naturally by default, they were living long. Naturally by default, they were living long. And then transitioning back, or rather fast forwarding a couple of decades after then, and then the story changed. It was like a word and opposite. Back then, we'd see people who easily and very, very sharply lived 100, 120, 115, 112, 109, very easily and still very much agile and active. In fact, trekking distance, trekking miles, even at that age. What was responsible? And what is the connection between the past and present? And it is important to also know that the human body that we have, I and you, that we all have, is a vehicle we've got to take. I mean, we've got to really, really care for that vehicle. It's very important. That's the only vehicle we've had on earth to remain here. Okay? So that's why we are here today. How do you take care of this vehicle? Okay? How do you manage this vehicle effectively? How do you put some checks and balances to the management and the administration of this vehicle? Okay? How do you do checks and balances? And how do you even check whether the vehicle is faulty without you even knowing at all? The vehicles don't break down all of a sudden. Vehicles break down gradually. When there was a minor sound somewhere that you ignored, that sound was actually notifying you of something not right somewhere. But peradventure, it wasn't too threatening. You ignored it and then you moved on. Okay? So vehicles don't break down just suddenly like that. The same way, human body just doesn't just break out suddenly like that. So these are some of the things that we will be addressing. And how do you do that on a budget? Economically, how can you, literally turn your kitchen to your clinic? Peradventure without having to even spend a dime on seeing doctors here and there. And peradventure even help others, even though you are not a doctor, but you can transfer knowledge. Okay? So that's why we are here. And nobody does that better than the amazing individual we've had in our midst tonight. I'm personally related with him, so I know what I'm talking about. Okay. So and of course, you can always trust us for that. We won't bring individuals who don't know what they are doing on this platform. I'm sure you trust us for that. Individuals who don't know what they are doing won't come on this platform, never. Okay, so when we bring individuals on this platform, you can vouch for their soundness. Okay, they've been tested and trusted. These are tested and trusted individuals, and they are coming to share on a ticket of trust. So it's a great pleasure tonight to welcome in our midst Mr. George Dosun to take us through this amazing conference tonight. You're welcome, sir. Over to you.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Bankole. Thank you very much. Count it as a great privilege to be here today. And I believe that we are going to really have a wonderful time. I want to appreciate Mr. Bankole, my brother, my friend, my business consultant, and a lot of things that we share together, similar visions, and my brother in the Lord. Hallelujah. Okay. Now, I want to appreciate you for bringing me to this platform, this awesome platform. I have been a member of the Bank of Opportunities from the inception. I've been following all the activities and I'm looking at the opportunities and the blessings and the uncommon things that people have not been taking. Opportunities lie around us, and there are some people that are gifted, by God to open our eyes to those opportunities, and so that we can limit our excuses. So I want to appreciate the team, the Sister Ronke and the rest of the team. I really appreciate what you are doing. You guys are doing great work. And without much ado, I want us to really maximize the time. if you have questions as we are going on, please feel free to take note of these questions. You can start posting them on the chat board, and we can begin to take note of that. You can send it directly to Mr. Bankole. Of course, we have some sessions to really analyze and answer the questions. And then I think I learned from him that this is 1.0. Turn your kitchen to clinic 1.0. So we are going to go up 2.0 and proceed into some depth. Today is appetizer. Today is, I want to break the ice. Today is to set the ball rolling and make you understand certain things. By the end of today, I'm sure that you will go back to your kitchen and throw away some things. You go back to your fridge and take away some things. Then when you go to the supermarket to buy things, you will have to begin to make certain adjustments. I believe so, because it is going to be an eye-opening meeting for us, and a life-changing, as it has changed my life and changed a lot of other people's life all over the world. I'm telling you, you will be really educated and blessed. All right, I want to be sure that my screen is being shared right now. Can you see my screen?
Every day,
not yet. Can you see my screen? Okay. Okay, is my screen visible now? Please help me confirm if my screen is visible to everyone.
Yes, it is. We can see it now.
All right.
So we might just need the full screen.
Okay, let me do that. I think I need to zoom it. Okay. Sorry, just trying to zoom it so that you can see.
Are you trying to make it bold?
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Okay, so you can click on slideshow.
Yeah.
Oh no, back. Or maybe you can just start with that, sir.
Let me start with that.
Yeah.
Somebody will. All right. So I need to. Okay. So we are dealing with turn your kitchen to your clinic, and then I usually like starting by posting this picture of this lady. Her name is Ernestine Shepherd, and she's in the USA. She is one of the fittest and the oldest person that is living currently. I think she's about 90 years old now. She's about 80, almost 90. And then she lost a friend due to health condition, her closest friend. And then she was about 60 or 65 years when she lost the friend. The friend told her while dying on her deathbed that she should not follow what she did. She should not follow the lifestyle. She should not kill herself, as it were, the way she did. And then so Ernestine Shepherd, this lady made up her mind that she was going to change her diet, and she started staying fit, jogging, eating healthy food, and doing all the necessary things, which we're going to be talking about today. Let me say she started turning her kitchen to her clinic, and then she was able to turn her personal health around, and then she's now training young people. This lady wakes up around 4 a.m. every morning and runs for about 2 hours for miles, and then she has a gym, she has a center, she has a diet plan, and she has been able to reverse her age. She's been able to reverse her age about 20 to 30 years backwards. She doesn't look her age at all. She can run distances that young people can't run, and she can lift weights that young people can't lift. So this story captures everything I'm about to surprise you with today. Number one, from the story of her life, is that old age is a myth. What we talk about old age is something that people um, harvest. People came about maybe because they want to use old age to write people or something. But I want you to know that old age disease is a myth. It's nothing like old age disease. There is nothing. The only thing I can maybe say that is a sign that somebody is old, growing old is the gray hair. But you could have a gray hair, you could have the strength of a 40-year-old, a 35-year-old, you could be 90, but you carry the strength of a 35-year-old. You could be 90 by age and look 40. It is possible. People have broken that record, and a lot of people still doing that right now. So what we are saying to us today is, see, when it comes to old age, it has to do with your diet, it has to do with your lifestyle, your exercise, your beliefs, and your decisions. And these things cumulatively, they culminate into what that old age disease and, how many 88 years old women do you know that look as fit as this? How many 88? So are you telling me now that she is just born that way, or she's gifted that way, or she's lucky, or she's, we find excuses for all these things. But see, today I'm going to show you secrets of longevity, secrets of healthy living, and that's where we are going to. Please help me confirm if my slide is still visible and
Yes.
okay. Okay. So what are we here for? We are here to learn the secret of healthy living and longevity. We are here to learn how to turn your kitchen to your clinic. We are going to be busting myths and fallacies. We've started already about natural, healthy living. People give a lot of excuses. They have a lot of wrong beliefs. And as we continue in this training, you will begin to see how those beliefs play out and how we can actually change them. All right, so let's hit the road I'm running. So we have our table of contents. We will continue there. Okay, so where does disease come from? By God's grace, I am a medical laboratory scientist, and I am also a naturopathist. I'm a certified, licensed, professional medical laboratory scientist. Okay, and also triple certified in natural medicine, which we call the naturopath. In other words, I have studied how medicine works, how we diagnose diseases, and also how to reverse diseases using natural remedies. I studied natural remedy beyond an average person. So I can tell you, and I've been practicing that for the past 8 years. Practicing in both worlds, in both realms, those two conflicting realms of life. The medicine looks contrary to the natural, and the natural people fight the medicine. But I am a juxtapose of the two. I am a hybrid of the two worlds. I can tell you the weaknesses of medical treatment. I can tell you the weaknesses of natural treatment. But see, I am about complementary alternative health, which means I'll tell you the place of medical, I'll tell you the place of the natural. And when you combine the two together, you have near perfection in your health. Diseases cured, old age reversed, stroke reversed, vision restored, and a lot of things. A lot of testimonies. All right. So where do diseases come from? If you can understand what we're about to talk about, you can understand treatment in the medical world and treatment in the natural world. Okay? So the origin of disease is anything that makes you not to be at ease. Anything that is making you uncomfortable. You want to read something and you can't see it. It's not legible. Not because it's not actually legible, but because you can't see it. It's blurry in your eyes. And then you give it to someone else and the person can read it. And that means that, there is a little disease, disorder, So, and so when we talk about diseases, we're talking about something that makes your cell, something that makes your tissue uneasy. In disease, something, a disorder, an abnormality and aberration in your cell, in a tissue, in an organ, in a blood vessel, in the brain, or what have you. So whatever is that condition that is making you uncomfortable, that is the cause of disease. That is the cause of disease. So we are going to be piercing into these conditions. We are piercing into these conditions, and then we will be able to find solutions. All right. So how do we heal people? How do we reverse diseases using natural means? What we do is actually this deficiency, toxicity, genetics, and living up to the organism. We manage them naturally. We manage them naturally. I am going to be dealing with that as we proceed. So whatever the disease that anyone is facing, you are empowered now. You will be empowered now to help yourself and help other people. Anytime somebody is sick around you, please ask these 4 questions. Number 1, what is deficient in this person's body? Can I get it back? If I can get it back, if I can restore it, the pain will go, the wound will heal, the wrinkles will reverse, the conditions, the organ will be restored. You can jumpstart organs, you can reverse diseases, you can stop cancer, you can prevent cancer, you can prevent disease, you can fortify yourself against diseases when other people are having it. So the first thing, whatever anyone is dealing with, if you are having any symptoms wherever you are, as you're listening to me, or you know someone who is having a condition, whatever be it hypertension, diabetes, cancer, HIV, whatever is that condition, whatever, there is no incurable disease. That's what we believe in our natural world. In the medical world, where I practice as a professional medical laboratory scientist, we believe there are incurable diseases. But in the natural world, I have seen cancer cured. I'm saying it before the global audience. I have seen cancer cured. I have them as friends, former cancer patients that don't have cancer again. Now, when I say so, I'm saying so with a sense of sense of responsibility and a sense of respect for medicine. But I want you to understand that there is no incurable disease, actually. We have incurable people. Incurable people. I have as friends former breast cancer stage 4 individuals and no more cancer. Can you believe that? I leave that to you. I have former colon cancer patients, former. Now, no more cancer in their system, confirmed medically. Okay, so I am not coming before you to just peddle some unconfirmable information, but let's proceed. I'm just giving you the secrets that is the secret of all the secrets. Somebody comes and says they have diabetes. What is diabetes? Is not a death sentence. Okay, they will ask you 4 questions. Number 1, what does a diabetic person lack that makes diabetes possible? In other words, what is missing? I shouldn't say it at this level, but I will say it because I want you to understand. Go and confirm medically in medical research, diabetic patients usually have low chromium, they have low insulin or cells that are not responding to insulin, which is called insulin resistance. Okay, a normal LD individual is insulin sensitive. Okay, so if you are dealing with deficiency in chromium, which is a molecule that helps the body, and then we have that helps the pancreas, and the person is deficient in insulin, or the person is in a state of insulin resistance. There are things to do. And once you begin to do them, sugar becomes regulated, because high blood sugar is not the disease. Okay? It is not the problem. Taking lots of sugar or not taking lots of sugar is not the problem. The problem is insulin resistance and pancreatic disorders that affect the pancreas producing insulin, low insulin, no insulin, or cells are not sensitive to insulin. And these things are things that you can do something about. This is not a death sentence. Okay? So what is deficient in an individual? Restore back what is deficient. For example, people who are hypertensive have high sodium and they have low potassium and low magnesium. It's been confirmed. You could Google it. Okay, so what is the work? Get the person to eat healthy, eat a lot of natural foods rich in potassium and magnesium. Then you begin the process of regulating blood pressure. And there are a lot of other things to put in place, as it were. But see, these are these ways we look at matters in the natural world. What is missing in this person's body? Get it back through diet. You can't see well? Drink carrots. Juice your carrot. Take lots of carrot. I mean, lots of carrot. Carrot contains lutein. Carrot contains beta-carotene. Once beta-carotene is missing in the eyes, there is macular degeneration. So restore the missing elements, the missing molecule, the missing enzyme, and begin to watch the body heal itself. The body can heal itself when it is given the missing elements, the missing ingredient, the missing codes. That's why we are going to encourage you to eat lots of fruits and vegetables, because They contain those necessary ingredients for life. Okay, so let me proceed in our class. All right, if there's any matter, anything we need to talk about, please, you can bring me, you can raise it or send it. All right, so I have this caption here, I have this word saying that we are at war. These are the weapons of war. If you want to stay healthy, you want to live long, you want to live happy, healthy, long lives. They are at war. There's a war. It's a battle. It's a battle. Okay? And the battle, we have weapons that we can use. And I can tell you, all these weapons I have highlighted here, they are, it's not exhaustive though, but they contain a lot of things. These are over 90% of the weapons that we need. All right? So we are at war. God's word is a weapon for you to live healthy. He said, I am the Lord that healed thee. He sent his word and healed them and delivered them from all their troubles. So God's word can heal you. Forgiveness. Unforgiveness can lead to diseases. Even scientifically, it has been proven that people who live in guilt and unforgiveness and anger and malice, they bottle up a lot of wickedness, a lot of negativity, negative energies. And those things become cancer, they become ulcer, they become inflammation, they become diseases. So, which means forgiveness is a weapon, is medicine. God's word is medicine. Water is medicine. I'm sure you know we are 60% water. Okay, our brain has a lot of water, our blood vessels, our organs function. Without water, what we mean dehydration can lead to chronic diseases. So we want you to know you should, in fact, it is said in our naturopathic world that by the time you are feeling thirsty, it is becoming too late for your organs. Don't let your organs cry thirst before you put the water. You should be sipping water every now and then, every 30 minutes, every 1 hour. You should just sip water. It's not healthy. It's not a healthy habit for you to wait until you are thirsty before you eat and you drink water. All right. So sunlight is medicine. Okay, let me tell you there's a place in the US where they use sunlight, early morning sunlight. I mean between 7 a.m. and 9:30 thereabout to 10 to keep people healthy. They use it to radiate. It's healthy radiation, and sometimes it destroys cancerous cells and boosts the hormones and the health of sick people. So in that naturopathic center, natural care center, they bring sick people under the sun, early morning sun, and then they find out that they begin to recover. Early morning sun, when it hits the skin, our body begins to manufacture vitamin D. You can see the wonder of God. So sunlight itself is medicine that helps the body to produce nutrients that are needed for health. All right. Rest is medicine. Exercise. If you don't rest, this can put you to rest. So rest deliberately. Plan rest into your work. Schedule your rest. Okay? Because stress is the precursor to a lot of other inflammatory conditions, which becomes a mother of a lot of health challenges. Okay? So stress should be avoided with rest. Exercise is medicine. Vegetables are medicine. Roots, fruits, spices, nuts are medicine, and seeds are our victory weapons. Nuts, many of us don't take nuts. We think nuts is for snacking. No, nut is real food. Nut is full, complete food. It contains protein, contains some portions of carbohydrates, and it contains omega-3. So we should take nuts, peanuts, almond nuts, and we have a lot of walnuts, lots of nuts. And then we have seeds, okay? Many of us don't know about seed at all. There is something called seed therapy. Seed therapy. Flax seed, chia seed, sesame seed, pumpkin seed. We have a lot of seeds, fenugreek seeds. These are seeds that should be part of our diet normally as we grow, because these ingredients are the source of super health and longevity. Okay, all right. So let's continue. So I'm going to talk about deficiency, and I begin to bring some solutions. When there is deficiency, there will be disease. In fact, we have a lot of nutritional deficiencies. In fact, HIV is a deficiency. It's an acquired immune deficiency syndrome. So you can see there, they are diagnosing the name, the disease from, the condition, immune deficiency. So there are a lot of conditions that can lead to immune deficiency that actually look like it. Tuberculosis, autoimmune diseases, nutritional deficiencies, and genetic abnormalities, miscoding of genes can lead a human being to be deficient. Wrong diet, and what I want to emphasize is monodiet syndrome. This one affects most people. They call something monodiet individuals. People who restrict themselves, whether by habit or by life or by choice or not by choice, to certain only few, you can mention the foods that they eat, okay, and that is not good, because if they have such conditions, if they eat in such a way, they will not be able to, they will lack the necessary ingredients that their body needs to fight diseases and to live long. Okay, so pardon me, I have to go off the camera now. All right, so I want us to understand that you can actually reverse any condition naturally if you can restore the missing documents. The missing documents, okay? You can restore. Let me say it with confidence and boldness. Even doctors do that when a patient is lacking sodium and water and the patient looks dehydrated. Doctors just introduce drips. What is inside drips? The dextrose saline drip contains glucose and salt and water. Okay, the normal saline drips contain salt and water. So what are they doing? Restorative medicine. So why are some people attacking medicine? Why are they attacking natural medicine when it is just simple? Somebody is sick. Somebody is having symptoms because certain nutrients are missing. Put back the nutrients and watch the body heal itself. Put back the nutrients and watch the body heal itself. Okay? So, Dr. William McKeown, a researcher of the origins of human disease, this man, you can Google his name, is studying longevity. That if we can find the origin of human diseases, and then we can find what is missing, if we can restore it back, human beings can live much, far longer than they have been living. Our ancient fathers lived long. Adam lived long, Methuselah lived 969, Adam lived 934 years, and then Noah, and like that we have people that were 600 and something years, 700. Enoch lived 365 at that time, and it was termed like a premature. You can see there is a degeneration in human longevity, which is called the life expectancy. I don't know who coined that word, but look at life expectancy. It means that they have been able to calculate. We are going to get there. That you notice that from the ancient past to now, life expectancy is reducing. Human life duration, the human lifespan is reducing. And that is not healthy, that is not that is dangerous, and it is something that is worth responding to. And that is why I'm here to let you know one of the secrets of longevity. Restore back to your body the missing nutrient that you lack. If you can get back that nutrient, I assure you, your body will adjust itself to health. Your body will adjust itself to health. All right. So Dr. William McKeown said he studied it and he realized that the major source of disease, of any form of disease from human being, is that there is hunger, there is something lacking, there is something deficient, and there's something missing. Okay? And there's something missing. Okay. So if we restore what is missing, he called it genetic hunger. What is genetic hunger? Genetic hunger is not absence of food in the stomach, but cellular starvation in the midst of plenty. What am I trying to say? You are hungry and you went for burger, you went for meat, you went for soft drinks, you took cake, or you took pastries, you took all these unhealthy junk, what you call junk foods or junks. You took shawarma and what have you. Now you've eaten, there is food in your stomach. But when the body breaks down those food, over time, I'm talking over time now, when it becomes habitual, the body cannot find any nutrients in the food. And then the body begins to manufacture the food. Let me shock you. Let me surprise you. The liver, our human liver, can manufacture cholesterol, can manufacture certain nutrients when the body is missing, is lacking in those nutrients. And then it begins to try to supply the raw materials that the body needs. And after some time, you have liver failure, kidney failure, and all those heart failure and failure. Inside, cellular failure, organ failures. All right? So I want you to eat now with a mindset. Don't just eat to fill your stomach. When you want to eat, think about what you want to eat. And like, okay, I need to get protein. I need to get amino acid. I need to get what is called beta carotene from carrots. I need to get pepperine from pepper. Okay, I need to get ascorbic acid, vitamin C from orange. I need to get, those things, omega H3 from your nuts. Those are the things the body needs. So if you are eating, you're eating, do you call it pastries now? All these noodles, pasta, nothing. When the body is breaking it down to take something, the body can't find food. So what do we call those things? We call them dead foods. We call them foodless foods. Stop eating foodless food. Beg of you. Eat living foods. Foods that contain the nutrient that the eyes need to see well, that the air needs. Do you know there is an organic plant, the sugarcane plant? Do you know one of the nutrients in the natural sugarcane? When we process it, it becomes what we call the blackstrap molasses. It has been found out with research. You can check on YouTube. When people apply the processed, what I call the preserved liquid extract from sugarcane, and they apply it on their hair and they drink it, their gray hair turns black. They reverse their age, as it were. It's called the blackstrap molasses. I'm using this opportunity to tell you that. Okay, so anyone having gray hair, if you go on a diet and structure it properly and add blackstrap molasses, it's a very sweet extract from sugarcane, but it can reverse gray hair into black hair. Can you imagine that? Can you believe that? Over. And there are a lot of things that do that. I have seen people who threw away their glasses. Their lenses became thinner instead of becoming thicker. We went for healthy alternatives. All right, so let me continue. Molecular and nutritional hunger is the key root of diseases. Both excess and lack of nutrients are detrimental to the pancreas. Let me say this here. Too much food can destroy the pancreas. Too much food you eat. We are still studying where did we get 3 square meals from. The standard diet of a healthy individual is 1 cooked food and then vegetables, 70% vegetables, both morning and night, and 30% cooked food, and which if you do in the afternoon. So your morning food should be raw fruits and raw fruits, juices or smoothies. When we say smoothies, we mean you should just blend your own fruits, your own carrot, you blend your orange, you blend your watermelon. Every part of the watermelon is food. Every part of the watermelon is nutrient. That's called whole food. That is called smoothie. Okay, when you blend the whole food, the back of the watermelon, the flesh, the seeds, you blend everything into a drink. Yes, there is. We have graduations and we have recipes for that. All right, but see, when you take fruits in the morning, you jumpstart your metabolism for the day with fruits, and in the afternoon you go for cooked food. Maybe rice and vegetable soup, African foods. If you're out of Nigeria, cooked food, the average food in your society. Afternoon, lunch, that is it. Then you come to the night and you go for soft foods, light foods, salad, teas. You take tea with groundnut or a combination of nuts, like what we call the granola. Or you take a yogurt in the night. Oh my God. And then in the morning, you do your fruit juice or vegetable salad, or you do your salad in the night, or you do your yogurt, you do your parfait. I'm sure you know what the parfait is. You have your Greek, your yogurt with fruit in there, fruits and vegetables. And then in the afternoon, you eat your heavy meal. If you do this over time, you will transform your health. These are paid secrets that people pay for. We have the privilege of taking note of these things because we develop diets for people. Okay? So when we configure our diets, whatever you're facing, whatever the person is dealing with, we configure the diet in such structure. I can tell you, if the person is an old person, the person will start reversing his age. And if the person is dealing with any condition, they begin to vanish one after the other by the time you continue that for 90 days. So why am I saying this? I'm giving you a clue to natural medicine, to naturopathy. Restore the deficient molecule to the body and watch. Instead of introducing drugs to alter the metabolism, no, just hold on with that. It's good, it has its place, but please introduce what the person is lacking and watch the body jumpstart itself. Liver begins to work, kidney begins to work, your pancreas begins to produce insulin again, and sugar begins to become regulated. Right. So let me say this here: both excess and lack of nutrients are detrimental to the pancreas. Malnutrition, monodiet, competitive nutrients, low oxygen in the tissues, and things, hypoxia, hypocalcemia, is just all those things they call, all those medical jargons, hypoalbuminemia, hypoproteinemia, anemia. Hypokalemia is low potassium. When they run electrolyte urea creatinine, they will see the person's potassium is low, sodium is high, and they begin to introduce sodium bicarbonate, they introduce drips to balance the electrolyte. See, you are treating missing efficient molecule. Restore it back to the body, and the blood pressure will be regulated, blood sugar will be regulated. So nutriment and restoration of depleted nutrients can do wonders to the body, just like drugs. Can I say that again? Nutrients and restoration of depleted nutrients can do wonders to the body. If you are here, you're wearing glasses to attend this class, go on a 30 to 60 days breakfast of apple, beetroot, and carrots. Go on that every morning. Eat whatever. I'm just helping you, in a way. Just do that every morning and watch what will happen to your glasses. You just find out that the macular degeneration, the lens adjustment, the nerve in the eyes and the ocular nerves in the retina, they begin to go into state of repair. And you begin to see well. All right, so shall we proceed? All right, so let me go to the next. Toxicity. When we say toxicity, we are not talking about poisons alone. We are talking about excess. Excess. When something is excess, you're taking too much glucose. There's going to be glucose toxicity. You're taking too much protein. There's going to be protein toxicity. Okay? Or there will be accumulation of waste. Right? You're taking fats when you are not running about. You're taking too much of meat when you are not a weightlifter. What is going to happen? Your body is going to become toxic. Your body is going to accumulate the excess nutrients that your body didn't use and the excess waste product from that food. And those combination is a recipe for disease. So disease can happen as I'm introducing the origin of disease and at the same time simultaneously giving you secrets of how you can reverse, turn your kitchen to your clinic by taking those things and dealing with them. You have the mind deficiency. What do I need to restore into my body? You have the mind toxicity. What do I need to do? I need to detoxify. The detox business is $1 billion health work now. I hope you know that it's $1 billion industry. The detoxification going on, expensive detoxification processes and detoxification, drugs and supplements and recipes and, because toxicity is a serious foundation for diseases. And if you can detoxify an individual, detoxify the person and watch, you will find out that diseases begin to vanish just by detoxifying without using any drugs. So let me go into that. So waste disposal is a key to maintaining health, and internally and externally. I mean, inside our body, there are waste accumulation. You need to get it out. Let me say it here. If you are someone who does not go to the restroom, like at least once a day, twice a day is okay. 4 times a day there's an aberration, but 1 to 2 times a day is perfect. Make sure you go to the loo. Make sure you use the restroom. Okay, develop that habit, because accumulation of waste in the gut or accumulation of waste in the blood can lead to a lot of diseases. So accumulation of waste product or excess nutrients. Look at what I'm saying. Excess nutrients can be toxic to the body. I'm going to go there very soon. It leads to diseases. Fatty liver disease. When you take a lot of alcohol, or you take a lot of meat, lot of rice, lot of fatty food, lot of hyperglycemic food, foods that are too sweet, lot of sugary food, your liver will accumulate the glucose, or they convert the glucose into fat and store it in the body and in the liver and in the heart and in the blood vessels, the intima of the blood, and that leads to toxicity and diseases. When urea accumulates in cells, they are supposed to go out. If they don't go out, they lead to poisons and uremic syndromes. Creatinine can damage brain cells when it has accumulated in the blood and in the brain. Jaundice, somebody's eyes turns green, is accumulation of bile, all right? Waste products accumulating in the body when they should have been excreted. All right, hyperglycemia, accumulation of sugar, glucose in the blood, hypervitaminosis. I want to warn you here, if you are not dealing with any health condition, if you are not emaciated or you are not severely sick, do not take multivitamins. Do not abuse multivitamins. You can take multivitamins once in a while when you know you have not been eating well. If you are eating well, you do not need multivitamins. Okay? You can take 1 or 2 supplements, maybe lutein for the eyes, chromium also for the pancreas. We have other essential nutrients like that. But to just take multivitamin, vitamin B, vitamin A, vitamin C, just accumulating it in the body can lead to hypervitaminosis. Okay? We have hypertriglyceridemia. We have hypercholesterolemia, when too much cholesterol is accumulating in the body. Hypernatremia, too much sodium. Some people sprinkle salt into their food, and there is salt in the food already, and yet they are taking it. So these things, I don't have enough time. We will do more about that. I need to run. All right. We can reverse or arrest a lot of diseases if we have a way of cleansing the human system of excess waste. So we do that. We add the missing deficient nutrients and we detoxify the person. We have the detoxifying food. Let me tell you how to detox in a minute. Take juice your vegetables. Juice your cucumber, juice your lettuce, celery, parsley, broccoli. Juice it, blend it into a juice and drink as often as possible. Morning, afternoon, night. Just keep doing that. Maybe you eat just small light food, but you could be on a juice fast. Like you juice for 3 days, just on juice. Your body will get rid of excess waste, accumulated waste. It will get rid of it in the eyes, in the brain, in the blood. There will be what is called the detox. You will even go through some feelings that makes you uncomfortable. Yes, when the body is detoxifying, you feel those things. So the evolution of detoxification protocols all over the world, detoxification medicines and industries is very effective solution. All right. So genetics. Everyone focus on this. For me, I couldn't. Okay. I think I'm getting the Zoom now. I'm zooming it now. Anyone distinguish between the mother and the daughter in this picture? Who is the mother and who is the person on your left side or on your right? Somebody unmute and tell me. If you know the answer, can you raise your hand and tell me? Who is the mother? The one on the left or the one on your right? Okay, if you are sure, look at the picture. There is a mother and there is a daughter. So who is the?
It's like the one on the.
Like the mother is there, the daughter is there.
They look so much alike. They look so much alike.
I'm about to help somebody now. I'm about to help you. I'm about to say something that will help your life and help you to live long. From this picture,
it's like the one at the left is the mother.
Okay, Oluwaseye said the person on the left with no right up on her shirt looks like the mom to me, but not pretty sure. Thank you, Oluwaseye. I'm about to say something that will shock you. Okay, so we can try to say the person on the left, but see, if the person on the left the person who doesn't have a right arm, she has a glass cup on her plot. If she might be the daughter. If she doesn't, there are daughters that look older than their mothers. I'm sure you must have come across such. So for now, we want to say the person on the left is the mother and the person on the right is the daughter. But what I'm about to tell you now, there is something called the nutrigenetics. There's a new aspect of medicine called epigenetics and nutrigenomics. I don't want to bother you with jargons, but medical world has been able to find out now that your diet is going to affect your DNA and the DNA of the children that will come from you. So eat well before you start having children, or else you will pass on a deficient, weak DNA to your child. A possibility of developing a disease. We all know that, right? So with this picture of this mother and the daughter, I want you to know that medically speaking, if the mother has diabetes, that daughter is about to have it. If that mother has hypertension, because that daughter has cloned, the daughter is like a clone of the mother. So it is very imperative for every daughter to look at their mother and begin to eat healthy and begin to correct their diet so that they won't have what their mothers are having. Because, you know, a lot of things are transferred between mothers and daughters. That happens in the spirit realm as well. But we are talking genetically now. So let me shock you with this. My trainer, Reverend Tony Akiemi, that's the person that trained me on healthy living. He usually says this statement: your genetics is like a loaded gun, but your habit, your daily habit is the trigger. So if somebody's mother has cancer, the mother is 65 years old, and the daughter is 25 years old, the daughter should prepare against cancer at 65. By doing what? By eating the right diet. If not, if the daughter just lives normal life, cancer at 65 is inevitable. I've seen, that's why doctors will ask, does anybody in your family, direct cousin and parents, direct parents and things like that, do you have anybody who's dealing with this condition? So I'm telling you, all the men, look at your fathers, girls, look at your mothers, and begin to eat in a healthy way, practice lifestyle that are what is called preventive lifestyle. There is an aspect of medical medicine that is called preventive medicine. And we have it in our naturopathy. Prevention is cheaper than cure. Prevention is cheaper than cure. You want to buy, you want to take a snack, you're hungry, you want to take your lunch. Pardon me, you want to take your lunch? Why don't you do watermelon, carrots, and lots of nuts? Why don't you do granola with yogurt? Instead of taking meat pie and a soft drink, an unhealthy carbonated drink. Okay? The carbonated drink doesn't have any fruit in there. Number two, carbonated drinks contain excess carbon dioxide. Now, listen, check this calculation. Carbon dioxide, the waste that we breathe out, right? And somebody took those things that we breathe out, canned it into water, and gave us back to drink. If somebody canned your urine, pardon me that I'm using that language, somebody takes your urine and cans it, will you drink it? Your own urine, not the urine of someone else. Now, carbon dioxide is the waste that the body releases. You breathe it out. Oxygen is the nutrient. Carbon dioxide is the waste product. Now, somebody bottled carbon dioxide, said take it, and added sugar to it with some addictive and what is called addictive agents that will make you an addict. Right? Science research says there are more sugar addicts in the world than cocaine addicts. I'm sure you know that. Some of you on this system, in this class, are already sugar addicts. In the morning, you take your breakfast and you take Coke. In the afternoon, and you take another soft drink. In the night, you take another sugar. So you need help. Okay. So we cannot oversize the power of genes, right? So I don't want to spend more time. Ancestry, your race, where you come from, your genealogy, they are serious matters that are relating to your health, your disease, and your longevity. Do you know something in the human body that causes death, that makes somebody die at a certain age? It is called the telomere. There's a part of our human DNA. Once that telomere begins to reduce, it's a protein. Once it begins to reduce in quantity, the life of that person is reducing. So what do? Eat foods that fortify your telomere and makes your telomere to remain long. Telomere, T-E-L-O-M-E-R-E, is a part of the human DNA. It keeps the human DNA together. If you begin to lose that bond, human beings begin to degenerate into death. That's why people die. If you can keep the telomere in the human DNA, the person will keep living.
Can you spell it again, sir?
T-E-L-O-M-E-R-E. Telomere is the mystery of longevity. Eat foods that will fortify your telomere. Take parsley, celery, broccoli, the vegetables that we have, the green vegetables, they fortify your telomere, because if the telomere remains long for life, your life will be long. It's confirmed. The length of your telomere is the length of your life. So if you do your telomere evaluation now, how long will you live? It's there. You are carrying it about in your DNA. It's in every cell that it's in your body. You can swap your cells from your mouth, and they check it for telomere, and they can tell you projected life expectancy. Yes, there are tests that people do abroad now that will tell you that this person has 14 years to live. So what do? There are things to do. Introduce life into your body. Take lot. Be crazy when it comes to juices. I have seen cancer patients that went on juice for 2 years, and cancer vanished. Cancer could not withstand it. So what are we waiting for? And somebody says that cancer cannot be cured. No, the matter is, can you take juices for 90 days? They were desperate and they got results. I have people I know, confirmed, diagnosed, medically confirmed stage, advanced cancer, and it's vanished. So what are we telling you? Even though there is genetic cancer, there is genetic code for cancer in the person's blood, you can deactivate that genetics or even delay it by taking healthy diet and lifestyle. Keep yourself in an oxygenated environment, because cancer doesn't like oxygen. Cancer likes hypoxia. Cancer survives without oxygen. It's an abnormal cell. Number 2, cancer doesn't like water. Take lots of water. Cancer likes sugar. Deprive the body of sugar, the artificial sugars. Cancer feeds on sugar. Take lots of vegetables, the neutral vegetables or the bitter vegetables, and cancer will die. I'm telling you, these are codes. These are mystery. When they say somebody is curing cancer, there is a code to it. I'm sharing deep secrets on this platform by virtue of privilege. Cancer is not a mystery. It will be a mystery to those in the medical, but it's not a mystery to naturopathists. There are even people, please write this name and study. There are people in the history of mankind, in the last 100 to 200 years, that have been curing cancers. There is a woman called Budwig, Dr. Budwig, Budwig. There is a Budwig diet, Budwig. This is secret. I have sent this diet to cancer patients. She is a German woman that cures cancer. She has been curing cancer till she died. She was a Nobel Prize nominee, but people didn't like her, because if she came with the solution to cancer, then the anti-cancer therapy and the cancer industry, the chemotherapy industry will be out of business. Budwig, Budwig. Please check her out. Look at her diet and study her history. There are other people like that in history, in the last 50 years, 70 years, 100 years, they were curing cancer with diet. But people don't celebrate them because like my father in the Lord, Reverend Olusola Areogun says, the dark places of the earth are filled with habitations of growth. There are people that feed, become billionaires based on COVID, based on vaccines, based on diseases. They manufacture viruses and they manufacture the antiviral vaccines. A lot of wickedness going on. I don't want to go into that, So beware of your genetics. Right. So the next slide. This is the one that we blame living organisms. I don't want to spend time there. We know malaria, HIV, tuberculosis, and all these things. They are diseases that happen because of microorganisms. We blame them that they are the cause of our disease, but they are the least when it comes to the culprits implicated subjects when it comes to living healthy. Living organisms, what we call the bacteria, the viruses, the mycobacterium, the rickettsia, the parasites, all those terrible bugs, we call them bugs. They are the least implicated in human health and longevity. Because if you can fortify your immune system, as I'm talking to you, wherever you are all over the world, there is tuberculosis in the air. Do you believe that? There are mycobacterium tuberculosis in the atmosphere. So, how come you're not calming down with it? Because your body is not conducive for them. Immediately, somebody's body immune system goes down. Mycobacterial tuberculosis will take over the system. If you have a good immunity, you can have malaria. If the bacteria, the good bacteria in your gut, we call them the microbiota, we call them the probiotics. The good bacteria living in your gut, in your stomach, in your intestine, pardon me, if they are healthy, if you have good bacteria, then you can't have cancer, colon cancer. You can't have gut problems. You can't have ulcer. You can't have gastric cancer. You can't have gut disorders because you can't even have typhoid. So probiotic therapy is another thing entirely. We'll have another session for that. But see, when it comes to diseases, we have herbs, fruits, vegetables that can destroy microorganisms. We have them around us. It's just that we don't value them. Most antibiotics in the drug world are extracts from the bark of trees or the juice extracted with alcohol, from leaves. So why don't you take fruits that are antibiotic fruits? Why don't you take antibiotic herbs, vegetables? Right. So let's go. I'm going to move fast now. Health Illness Continuum is a research by John W. Travis saying that because you are not feeling any sickness does not mean you are healthy. Somebody said he was fine, he was good, he was okay yesterday, he was talking, then this morning he didn't wake up. No, that person was dead 3 to 5 days ago. Only confirmed later. Or whatever disease, it takes about 20 something days, about 30 days for malaria to develop. There's a life cycle of malaria. From when the person is bitten by the mosquito and then injected, the mosquito injects the Plasmodium falciparum and Plasmodium ovale and the Plasmodium family into the blood, and it goes from the blood into the liver and multiplies, and then so there's a battle going on. Are you healthy as you are, or are you ill? Can you answer the question? You can't answer the question except to go for a test. So there is the challenge between health and illness. You have to keep yourself in the zone of health and your lifestyle. Eat well, sleep well, eat healthy, exercise, fight stress, forgiveness, diet, love, and things like that. All right, let me move fast. I have a few minutes to go. Now, this is a very important aspect. If I have not said this today, I have not said anything. The most dangerous diseases in the world are not caused by organisms. They are caused by the individuals. Can you believe it? The most incurable diseases in the world, the most debilitating chronic acute conditions in the world are all human-induced, or should I zero in? They are self-induced. Can you believe that? Parkinson's disease, autoimmune disease, stroke, no organism, no disease, no virus causes all these things. People cause it for themselves through their lifestyle. Most heart diseases, most cancers are the only cancer, or one of the fewest cancer that can be caused by microorganism, is the one that is caused by the human papilloma virus that leads to vaginal cancer, or things like that. But most of the other cancers, alcohol, sugar, stress, genetics, and other environmental factors, human-induced. Diabetes, everyone knows that. Not controlling diet, and with a weak insulin system, pancreas, then there will be diabetes. Do you know taking lots of sugar does not lead to diabetes? All right. It is low insulin. So focus on your pancreas. Cinnamon, vegetables, chromium, they are nutrients. They are the God-given ingredients to help the pancreas to jumpstart the pancreas to start producing insulin. So when we put you on a structured diet and you are dealing with diabetes, we introduce chromium and cinnamon, and watch sugar will be regulated. Chronic kidney disease, if you don't take water, take too much salt, and a lot of other wrong diet, kidney disease, we have high blood pressure, will lead to kidney damage. Osteoarthritis. You know there are foods, wrong foods, soft drinks, and some food that remove calcium from the bone. All right. Alzheimer's disease, that makes people forget things. Ginkgo biloba is a herb that helps the mind to restore the mind, the memory. So we give it to adults and people who are dealing with Alzheimer's. There are other foods that help the memory. Cataract is accumulation of sugar somewhere in the eyes, forms a thin plate. So eating healthy foods removes the sugar and prevents progression of cataract. Even if you don't remove it, it can arrest the progression. Even glaucoma can be arrested with a change of diet. All right. So global statistics of non-communicable disease, you can check that online. It's there. I don't want to take your time. I'm beginning to round up now. Okay, I spoke about life expectancy. Nigerian life expectancy, this is a World Health Organization file. Okay. Nigeria ranked 190 out of 193 countries. That means downwards. There are countries above Nigeria, 190, 189 countries where people live longer. They said just by going from Nigeria to Ghana, you can add 5 years to your life. Can you imagine that? Going from Nigeria to China, you can add 20 years to your life. Can you imagine that? So Lesotho is 199, one of the LDS countries in the world. Chad, 192. Central African Republic is the worst. Nigeria is 190 on that list. Fourth. Can you imagine? So we have to do something about that. Maybe you are somewhere in the world, I don't know wherever you are, find the life expectancy of the country you are, and find the peak of the LD diet in that place and join. You find out that you're living longer than people in Nigeria. All right. So I have spoken about this in my explanations. I don't want to waste time, but this is our core concept of healing. This is how we heal people. We cleanse the persons with diet and fasting, and then we introduce alkaline. What do we mean by alkaline? We alkalize the body with nutrients, vegetables, and what we call the alkalized water. Many people don't know about alkalized water, but alkalized water is very healthy, you know. So then you introduce nutrients, quality, effective nutrients, not junk foods. You keep the person in a very good oxygenated environment, and you keep the person doing minor exercises. Then make sure you do a cleansing to eliminate wrong things. It forms the word KANO. You apply this concept to any disease, 90, I can tell you with boldness and also with a sense of respect that you can cure almost all diseases when you apply this concept to attacking anything. So now, this is the nitty-gritty. This is how to turn your kitchen to your clinic. I'll be done in a few minutes now. These are the foods you should eliminate. They contain something that you should eliminate that can lead to diseases somewhere. Or they can put the body in a position where the body can be predisposed to diseases. White sugars, artificial sweetness, the aspartame, syrup. Please, these are things that if you check the bottles now, you will start reading labels. Okay, before I buy things in the market, in the supermarket, check the labels for some of these things. Sometimes you will see E440, E440, E as in egg, and 440. They didn't mention the name of the chemical, but they mentioned the code of that chemical. If you check E440 online, if you tell me what it is and you see it in a food, you make your decision. Some of those sweeteners and those preservatives, they are chemicals they use in making bomb or guns, or they add them to gunpowder or grenades, and they are dangerous things they use to preserve certain foods. All right? Cow milk is not healthy. You should go for almond milk, go for rice milk, go for coconut milk, go for tiger nut milk. All right? But if you are going to go for an animal milk closest to the healthiest milk of human beings, that is goat milk. Goat milk is the healthiest mammal milk that is closest in configuration to the human breast milk. If you want milk, there are commercially sold goat milk now. You can go for them. But if you are really going to the pure healthy living world, tiger nut milk, coconut milk, rice milk, almond milk, and the milk that you should go for. Right? Avoid white flour-based foods and pastries. Go for wheat flour or local flour-based snacks. You can use rice to make your flour. You can use corn to make your flour. Avoid the white flour business. Why? White flour is processed wheat, extremely processed out of health, but good for people who want to, good for pastries and entertainment, but for health, no. All the donuts, all the pastries, you know them, I don't want to mention. Canned foods and drink, anything that is canned, avoid it because it's preserved with serious chemicals. Okay? All these zero-calorie drinks, all those energy drinks, alcoholic drinks, all those flavored, you see something that say orange flavored drink. Please take note. There is no orange in orange flavored drink. That flavor, whatever you add is a flavor, is a chemical compounded in a laboratory that tastes like a real fruit. There is no fruit, there is no orange in an orange drink. Okay? Except you take your orange and you juice it. Caffeinated drinks, carbonated drinks, soda. In the US, in the West, we call them soda. In Nigeria or Africa, we call them soft drinks, minerals. Okay? But they are actually called soda, right? MSG, monosodium glutamate based seasonings. You can make your seasonings at home. All the women on this platform, you can make your seasonings. Avoid the commercially based seasonings because they are fattening and they contain high sugar, salt, and some other ingredients. Monosodium glutamate is not healthy for the body, right? Vegetable oils, I usually have people talking about this a lot. Vegetable oils and its associated. Vegetable oils are not from vegetable. I hope you know that. They are chemically based refined oils. They are chemicals. Go for groundnut oil, olive oil, coconut oil, no? Sunflower seed oil, and things like that. Let the name of the oil be mentioned. And let it be a pure extract from it. The best oil in the world is olive oil. Best cooking oil, best oil, healthiest oil, most balanced in omega H3 is olive oil. The best virgin, extra virgin olive oil. But it cannot withstand too much heat and cooking. But coconut oil can withstand cooking. Groundnut oil can withstand cooking. Palm oil, very healthy oil, cleanses the heart of diseases and fats. Right? Palm oil, very healthy. Anything vegetable oil, not healthy, very high in cholesterol, saturated fats. Right? There's something we call the medium chain fatty acid. Right? So margarine is not a butter, okay? Margarine doesn't have anything to do with butter. Margarine doesn't have anything to do with butter. I hope you know that margarine is not butter. And take note of what I'm about to say. If you have something that looks like margarine at home, go and get it now. After this class, check the body of your container. Was butter written on it? If butter is written, you have butter. That means it's the fat from animals. If there is no butter written on it, maybe they wrote spread, they wrote something. It is margarine. Margarine is cheaper, easier to produce, chemical. Margarine is a molecule away from plastic. Go for butter, no margarine in anything. Salt, over-processed. Go for sea salt. Over-processed salt leads to high blood pressure. Sea salt regulates blood pressure. I want to encourage you, get sea salt, kosher salt, Celtic salt, Himalayan salt, that different kind of healthy salt, full of nutrients and minerals, zinc, manganese, magnesium, calcium, and potassium. Go for them, right? Avoid the white, over-refined sea salt and salts. It's not healthy, right? I'm rounding up now. Over-processed rice, any rice that is too white rice is not healthy. The best rice, healthiest rice in the world. I did a radio program on rice for weeks. It's the blackest rice. Black rice is the healthiest rice. Make sure the color of your rice is towards brown and black. You have a good rice in its natural state. When rice is being harvested, it has that color. But when it becomes white, it has been refined, processed, and killed. The rice bran, the living entity in the rice, the living molecule has been removed. So that rice is useless. Just carbohydrate and fat, all right, with minimum protein. Okay, so avoid it. Go for the ofada rice when you're in Nigeria. Local rice. Basmati is a little better, but local rice in any country is the best. Locally grown rice. You need cooked food as long boiling things, cooking things is not healthy. You are killing the molecules, you're killing the enzymes, living enzymes. You should eat living foods. So less boiling, parboil, steam, and okra, and our what is called the jute leaf, which is known in Yoruba as ewedu, is better off not boiled. Not boiled. Just wash your okra well and blend it. Blend it as much as possible. You have add a little sea salt. Your okra is ready. Add your locust beans. Your okra is ready. Then boil your soup. The pepper can withstand heat without denaturing its peppering. Okay? Then add your okra to your pepper and eat your solid, your solid food, all right? That's very healthy. Okra is one of the solution to diabetes. Anybody dealing with diabetes should take lots of people, right? For fertility, jute leaf, immune boosting, zinc is jute leaf, which is known in Yoruba as, in English, it's called the jute leaf. These are solutions to boosting, and if you boil it, just boil it for 1 minute. If you have to boil it, if you have to boil your okra, if you have to boil your jute leaf, just for 1 minute, and then they are good to go. All right, so that was the last line now. What are the, now that I've told you what not to eat, now I want to tell you what to eat. You want to live long? This is why we are here. Now, eat these foods freely. Take out every food I've mentioned in your house and turn your kitchen to your clinic with these ones I'm about to mention. Anywhere you are in the world, you can find all these foods. Eat them a lot, 70%, 80% of your food must come from this place. If it does, bye-bye to diseases, whatever is that disease, right? Going ahead now, yogurts, original yogurt, not milk-based drinks. No, yogurts, Greek yogurt, properly prepared yogurt with culture inside, good bacteria inside that made it to ferment. Yeah. Greek yogurts, fruits, vegetables, smoothies, apple cider vinegar drinks. You can take a cover of your apple cider, add it to a bottle of water, and add your natural sweetener, honey, stevia, just like sugar, with dates, yeah, date powder or date water. These are your natural sweeteners. All right. Lemonade, squeeze lemon into water, add a sweetener to it. You have your lemonade. Tiger nut milk, Kunu drink. Zobo is your hibiscus leaf. Beetroot. How many of you know the beet juice? Beetroot. Beetroot is one of the healthiest fruits in the world. It's a super herb. It's medicine. You should take beetroot. Green teas. Drink your teas in the morning, in the night. Add honey to your green tea. Very healthy. They contain anti-inflammatory compounds that help Chinese people to live long. You know, the Chinese people are the longest living people. Okay, all the Japanese, Chinese, and the rest, they take lots of teas all the time, right? Make it your habit to take one tea every day. Turmeric tea. Turmeric milk tea is called the golden tea. You can Google it, the golden drink. Turmeric with milk and a sweetener. It's a bomb. It can destroy lots of diseases, anti-cancer, anti-BP, it's good for blood pressure, blood sugar. It does. Indians live on turmeric milk, which is called the golden milk or the golden drink. Okay. Blend your ginger, add hot water, and drink. Add honey if you like, and drink it like that. So you can even freeze it after mixing, putting it in the hot water and it's hot. Allow it to cool and put it in your fridge. You have your ginger drink. Water is your drink. Mineralized water is very healthy. You know, we are having them all over the world now. Water directly from the spring. It is alkaline and it's very good for health. Spices are teas. I'm rounding up now. Spices are teas. Your spices, your cinnamon, add it to hot water and add honey and drink. Your oregano, your nutmeg, drink it as tea. Your clove, your thyme, your curry in the kitchen. Don't just use it to spice foods. Add hot water to your curry, add honey to it and drink it. Okay, you may filter it, you may not filter it. Your thyme, clove, nutmeg, drink them as tea. Right? Your ginger, your garlic, right? Seeds, flaxseed, chia seed, mustard seed. Chia seed is one of the solutions to diabetes. Fenugreek seed, black seed. Black seed is antiviral, anti-COVID. I was sending black seed oil to COVID-19 isolation centers, and COVID-19 patients were being discharged because of black seed oil. I can tell you that it is one of the strongest antiviral agents in this world that God gave us. Black seed oil, it is multi. People with skin diseases, anybody with skin problems, use black seed oil. Eat it, drink it, add it to your, sprinkle it on top of your food. Add the oil to his skin to an affected area or drink it. Drink the oil. Add 1 spoon in the morning, 1 spoon in the adult spoon in the morning, afternoon, or night. Drink black seed oil. Anywhere you're dealing with viruses, HIV, hepatitis, COVID-19, whatever is that disease, black seed is one of the most powerful God-given seeds in the world. Black seed. Okay. Fennel seed, sesame seed. I've spoken about this salt. These are the salts you should use. Organic rice, local rice, grass-fed cow milk, vegetable salad, asparagus. Some of you have not heard of asparagus. Go for asparagus. Kale, very healthy vegetable. Parsley. Parsley is very nice. Looks like our Nigerian jute. It's from the family of the jute family. So it's like a wedu, but it's from parsley. Looks exactly like celery. You need experience to distinguish them. Celery, bitter melon, beetroot, golden melon, onions, green peas, kidney beans, jute leaf, bitter leaf, mention them. Cucumber, what have you? Lettuce, cabbage. Eat it a lot. You will say bye-bye to any disease. All right? African food are very healthy. For those who are in Africa, African foods are good for lunch. All right? Let your food be your medicine and let your medicine be your food, says Socrates, father of modern medicine. All right? So it says here, let me zoom backward. Let thy food be thy medicine, and anything that we eat, let it be that it is medicine. And let medicine, something medicinal to your body, let it be your food. All right? So what are the things to eat more? Non-vegetable. Fishes are better than meat. White meat from the chest of chicken is healthy. All right? And then sugar substitutes. Like sweet things, here are the substitutes. Avoid white sugar, right? Honey, stevia, dates, just like sugar. Raisins are dried strawberries. They are dried grapes. Blend them and sprinkle them to your food. Edible mushrooms. There are mushrooms that are very healthy. There are poisonous mushrooms. Go for edible mushrooms. They are very healthy. Immune boosting. Some people use it to replace meat. When you boil mushroom and you garnish it well, it tastes like meat, like shredded meat. Eat living foods that fulfill the Kano concept. Foods that contain chlorophyll, phytonutrients, multiminerals, multivitamins, living enzymes, resveratrol, antioxidants, anti-inflammatory, oxygen, alkaline. When you take watermelon, you are taking oxygen and water. That's what you are taking. Very healthy. High water content foods or fruit, they are very healthy. All right. So remedies for dealing with skin care, I spoke about it. Eye care is carrots. Somebody has liver issues in your house, somewhere around you, hepatitis or liver disease, make case to dandelion, apple cider vinegar can help the liver to repair. Anybody dealing with blood pressure, avocado, lots of it. Hot coconut water, boil the water of coconut. It's very rich in potassium. It can go into the blood vessels and displace its sodium and help blood vessels to come down. Okay, sea salt. Anyone dealing with muscle pull, what is called muscle spasm in medicine, don't use drugs. Just take sea salt. Tiny bits of sea salt introduces all the missing element that is causing abnormal electrical charges that makes your bone to have muscle cramps, muscle spasm. Sea salt is the solution. I can guarantee you 100% sea salt. Don't use any chemical drugs that will affect your kidney. The most dangerous drug in the world is the most available drug, and that is paracetamol, acetaminophen, ibuprofen, all those non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. They are not healthy for the liver. They are hepatotoxic. Please avoid them except by medical recommendation. Someone is dealing with too much cough. Garlic, blend ginger, blend lemon, squeeze lemon water, honey, make it into a paste or drink it as tea. Say bye-bye. Coconut water is good for spasm as well. Okay. Eat a lot of raw vegetables, okay, with 30% cooked food. Eat targeted diet. I am specialized in targeted diet. Somebody is dealing with any condition, we can change their diet and target the disease and destroy and reverse the symptoms and the condition. Right? For sexual prowess for married people, either nutmeg, watermelon, onions, banana, pomegranate, they have been known to be like natural Viagra to help men and women in the other room. Right? So you want to slim down, lots of grapefruits, that big bitter orange, grapefruit. Mix it, juice it with lemon and add a bit of cinnamon and apple cider. You're going to slim down. I can guarantee you. You will slim down if you do this. All right. So, healthy snacks. These are the snacks you should be eating in between foods so that you will not eat wrong foods. Walnut, peanuts, cucumber, granola, parfait, fruit, all the fruit around, fruits in season, corn, boiled corn, roasted corn, or ripe plantain, take them as snacks. You have wheat flour, we have banana flour, we have wheat flour, right? So I don't want to go into prebiotics and probiotics. We talked about that later. We talked about other things when we started. Let me emphasize it again. That non-food healing protocol. Non-food. What are the other things you need to do to live long and healthy and destroy diseases wherever you are right now, anywhere you are in the world? Faith in God, love for your neighbor, love for God, prayer. Pray about your condition. Let God heal you. Give your life to Jesus. He can heal you. Contentment in life can prevent you from having anxiety and worry that can predispose you to hypertension and a lot of other debilitating conditions. Rest. Take time out to rest. Meditate. Forgiveness. Socialize. Let me shock you with this finding. They found out the 3 major things that make people live long. Can I shock you with the number 1 on that list? What makes people live long? Old people. What makes them to keep staying alive and live long? It's not food. Socialize. Old people die. People die when they don't socialize. They are social animals, in quote, like they say. Socialize. People who are elderly, they need people to be around, to talk to people, interact, be engaged in activities. When they do that, they live longer. But if you isolate sick people or you isolate elderly people, they will just die. Research proven, they will just die. They feel that the world has left them behind and they shut down. Their cells begin to shut down. But you want to keep somebody vibrant, 85 years old, 90-year-old, 75-year-old, keep them in the midst of activities. Stay long. Diet is the second. And then all these other ones are put into third. Fasting is good for your health now, medically proven now. Fasting is medically, scientifically proven. It helps you to detoxify, removes excess accumulated fat and glucose in your cells back into the blood vessel for usage. Fasting is good. Exercise. Best exercise in the world is not running about the world. It's not lifting weight. The best exercise, can I shock you, is walking. Brisk walking. B-R-I-S-K walking. Walking as if you want to run, but you are not running. They found out that running is not an exercise. You can do it for competition to win money and to win. But when we are talking about good exercise, brisk walking. Walk as if you want to run, but don't run. Make sure you are walking. Long distance is very healthy. The Chinese have a proverb. They say, human beings have 2 doctors, your left leg and your right leg. Make use of them. They are your doctors. Walk around. After you have sat down for about 1 hour to 1 hour 30 minutes, get up and walk around. Don't sit down for too long. It is called sedentary living. It is not healthy for human life. Move about. Be generous. Generous people live long. Biblical food. Google it on internet now. Food in the Bible. Eat all the foods mentioned in the Bible. Goat milk is there in the Bible. I think it was that man. What's that his name? He drank goat milk and slept off, and they were able to kill him. Okay, you want to sleep well? Take goat milk in the night, or almond milk. Take a lot of milk in the night. Tiger nut milk works well. Okay, biblical food. Google it. You will find ginger in the Bible, mint, oregano, thyme. There are Bible verses for them. Sage, clove, dill, cinnamon is in the Bible. Pomegranate, flaxseed is in the Bible. Vegetables, fish, olive oil. They are all food that Jesus ate. Eat the food that Jesus ate, and you will live long. All right. So thank you very much. This is what we do in our platform. When you want to get in touch with us, talk about that in future. We develop customized diet plan. We teach people how to live a healthy food supplement, health food supplement. We have organic products, seeds, spices. We sell them, and we help you to use them. Know how to guide you on how to use them. We have gadgets. We develop your gym for your house gym or your company gym, a fitness center. We can develop that for you. We have our health club. We diagnose diseases. We help elderly people to stay long. If you have any elderly person you want to take care of in Nigeria or abroad, we can help you to change their diet and help them to deal with any old age diseases. All right. Thank you very much. It's a privilege to share all this with you. Thank you very much. Over to you, Mr. Bankole, for the matters of questions and answers.
Wow. 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 Can you stop sharing your screen, sir, so that we can have
all right, sir. All right.
Wow. This is massive. This is massive. This is massive today. Wow. A whole lot packed together in just one single conference. How many of you got value for your time today in this health conference? And this is just 1.0, actually. If you got value for this conference today, can you show with a raise of hand? Can you raise your hand if you got value for this conference today? Are you sure with a raise of hand? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. It's basically more than we expected. Personally, though I know, I mean, I have personal interactions with Mr. Dosu there personally, but what we got tonight is beyond what we expected, beyond what we bargained for. And I mean, it's just as if we should just continue. How many of you also believe now that our health is something we have to take into account every single day? It's not something we do on a part-time. It's not a part-time affair. It's a full-time affair. It's a full-time affair. A lot of questions. Personally, I have a lot of questions. I have a lot. And, back in Nigeria, we almost every weekend we are always together. We talk about some of these things. And my interactions with him also helped me to change my orientation and diet and stuff around health and all of that, even till now. So those memories, those discussions we had then, still stayed with me even up till now. And it's as if I'm beginning to also fall victim of some of these things already, which I know before. So this is like a spanking back to to my senses now. So I personally have some questions, but before then, I want to appreciate you very much, sir. Thank you very much. We are exceptionally grateful for this wealth of knowledge shared with us just for free. I mean, just for free. You know quite well that what people pay to see doctors for is not more than this, sincerely. You say, oh, you need to go and see a doctor, you book an appointment, and then they ask you to go and collect form somewhere, and then you pay, you will pay maybe 50,000 naira, and then you have an appointment for 30 minutes. Not even, you can't have an appointment of 2 hours with them. You can't. You have an appointment of 30 minutes at most. They tell you, they advise you, you ask them questions. In fact, you can't even ask a lot of questions. Maybe later on when you get home, some things will just occur to you. Oh, why didn't you ask? So you can't finish asking those questions because the time is really quite short. But we've just had almost 2 hours now, and it's as if we're just getting started. Sincerely, I can't wait for the 2.0 edition of this Health is Wealth conference. Thank you very much, sir. We are once again exceptionally grateful. Thank you very much. And thank you everyone for also showing love and that appreciation to our dear speaker today and trainer, not just a speaker, but also a trainer. Okay, thank you very much for that. So let's go straight to the question. But before then, please, at the end of the conference, we'll need someone to come up to give a vote of thanks. So if you're interested in doing that, so please do well to prepare for that. So once it is time, we'll call on you, and then you just give the vote of thanks in brief. Okay. Let's do it this way. If you have a question, first, I know there are a couple of questions in the chat room, but if you have 1 or 2 questions, can you raise your hand? Maybe we can just quickly take those individuals who would raise their hand first, while we also look up some questions from the chat. So if you have a question or 2, you can raise your hand. So that might be faster. Okay. Otherwise, we start with the ones in the chat. I have my own questions too, so maybe let's start with the ones in the chat first. And also, by the way, someone sent this to me in the course of the training. So sorry, I'm trying to locate. Okay, yeah, so someone sent this to me in the course of the training. So I think the person looked it up online. So how can I increase my telomeres naturally? So I think the response, telomere length is positively associated with the consumption of legumes, nuts, seaweed, fruits, and 100% fruit juice, dairy products, and coffee. I never knew coffee. Can you confirm that, sir? Is coffee also good for this?
Well, coffee is controversial because of the caffeine. Coffee is healthy. Coffee slims down. Coffee is one of the slimming protocols we use. Coffee can detoxify, but coffee contains caffeine, which is addictive. So you have to, it's a dilemma between, okay, choosing, why don't you choose other coffee alternatives that are not addictive rather than doing coffee? Because coffee will make you an addict. So they go for decaffeinated, low caffeine, blah, blah, blah. But tea, avoid coffee if you can. Go for tea as a replacement of your coffee. Right? So it's better off than coffee. And if you can control it, then make your coffee sparse. Take your coffee sparsely. But be careful of being addicted to coffee. So I really go for all the alternatives. Right? So that's what I would say to that.
Okay, sir. Yes, because I was particularly interested in that because in this side of the world, in the western part, coffee is just like water. I mean, it's common almost everywhere. You can easily get coffee for free for a meager amount of money and take so easily. So, okay. So I got the caution now. Okay. Thank you for that, sir. So the person on the okay. Okay, this person said, please, I did not get the dichotomy between the butter and margarine. Did you say we should eliminate butter, sir? Thanks.
Eliminate margarine. Butter is healthy. Margarine is a molecule away from plastic. Margarine is almost plastic. It's almost nylon. that was
Okay.
melted. Okay.
Okay.
Butter is a healthy thing, not margarine at all.
Okay. Okay. So I hope you got that answer. Okay. Good evening, sir. Please, I would like to ask that can rice, especially the processed one we take in this side of the world, be completely eliminated from our meal? Since it's one of the major foods taken here, I learned that mixing it with vegetables while eating, okay, I think it's not complete. Okay, while eating helps the body. Can we continue with that?
Yes.
Also,
Okay,
okay,
okay. Please finish the question.
okay.
So that I will answer
Also,
it.
is groundnut good to the body, both the good and boiled ones?
All right. Granite is very good, whether roasted. Granite contains protein, cholesterol, carbohydrate. Granite is almost a complete food. You should take it. Let's be wary of the matter of pimples, and sometimes it's not granite that is the culprit. It's the hormonal imbalance and the imbalance of the general diet that is leading to that pimples. So granite is healthy. Granite is very good. Everybody should be on granite. Understand? So whether boiled or roasted or granite is good. It's a snack that should be eaten by everyone. All right. If you want to get rid of pimples, change other diet, eat healthy diets like granite and other foods. It is the unhealthy ones that lead to all those things, the acne and the other things. All right. So concerning rice, rice is almost like the staple food for everybody. All right. So if you cannot find the local rice, then go ahead, take your rice, but in moderation. Exactly what you said. More vegetables than the rice. Don't use a bowl or a big bowl of rice with a sprinkle of what stew or soup or vegetable on it. No, let the vegetable be the bowl, and then let the rice be very small, like a scoop of rice with a large bowl of. Then you are correct. But to not take a large, you are just pumping, and you are not going for a marathon, and you are pumping such volume of glucose, sugar into your blood. You are playing with cholesterol and with a lot of other things. So please, in this part of our world, rice is almost like, please do more beans than rice. You are making rice and beans, let the beans be 80%, let rice be 20%. Do if you are taking the vegetables, even if you are diabetic, pardon, let the rice be more, the vegetables be more, and rice just be little. Then you would have managed to escape. But if you have your power to do that, eliminate the white rice, go for the local rice. But there's also quinoa, is another replacement for rice. Quinoa, they call it quinoa. Quinoa is a replacement for rice. It looks like rice, it tastes like rice. There's also acha. I don't know what they call it in the other part of the world, but it's in the northern part of Nigeria. Acha. You can cook it and make it like rice. So what the world is moving into rice alternatives and rice substitutes. So explore those other ones as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that, sir. But what if in a case where someone is taking the rice with stew only, not vegetable?
Stew is okay. Let it be more of the stew and less rice. And
Okay.
the more of the stew will undo the excess sugar and balance it out. What we are trying to avoid is just introducing sugar into your blood vessel as if you are going to climb Mount Everest, or you are a runner that needs glucose punch. No, you don't do that. You don't need that.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you, sir. And if your question has been answered and you are not satisfied yet, you can always raise your hand. So please, I want to be sure that every question is well handled. Okay. The next question: what are the natural causes of allergies or asthma? The natural causes.
Okay, natural
The
causes.
natural cures, rather. Sorry, the natural cures, yes, of allergies or asthma.
Okay, you can do sea salt, vegetables. We have a diet plan for that because they are. We also have antioxidants, supplements. We have other. You see, some herbs are difficult to locate, so it has been packaged into supplements. All over the world, we have that. So we change the person's diet, because sometimes it could be from the unhealthy diet that is a trigger. Allergies are triggered by allergens. Allergens trigger allergy. Okay, so there are foods that contain some allergens. Sometimes it can be a seed, sometimes it can be granite for some human beings, sometimes it could be a certain food. So people who are prone to allergy, we put them on sea salt, we put them on apple cider, we put them on certain natural supplement, herbal supplements, that herbs that have the ability to modulate the body and help to balance the mood. Then seeds, chia seeds, flax seed, fenugreek seeds, they help to balance the hormonal system, and then we can help to subdue the allergy. So that we have supplements, we have herbs that are help to deal with allergy. You understand? Some of them you can't just tell you that go and take this, and no, we put you on a structured program. And no doctors put you on a plan of treatment. Give drips first in the morning, give this two dosage of this in the afternoon, give this in the night. Then after 3 days, stop that one and introduce. We have such protocols. We can't spend another 1 hour talking about that. All right. So we can consult us to deal with those conditions that require a protocol for treatment. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for that, sir. Okay, this is also another question. Thank you for this very educative presentation, sir. So the first question, you talked about incurable persons, not incurable diseases. Can you explain more on incurable persons, sir?
Okay.
That's one.
Okay.
Then can I move on to the second one, or you answer that first?
If it is from the same person, I'll answer it together.
Okay. So the second one, you also talked about glaucoma being arrested. What are the specific foods that can help arrest glaucoma, sir?
Okay. Right. So the first one is incurable people. It's just incurable. Remove incurable, put indiscipline. When people are not disciplined. If you tell a diabetic person, don't take sugary drinks again, they will tell you no. That give them something they will use to mop the sugar, to treat but don't tell them to stop what they like. I have seen such cases. I have seen people who are going to have what is called, they are going to go into coma. A normal human blood sugar should not be above 120 milligrams. We have people with 500 milligrams. They are just a box of sugar walking around the streets. Box of sugar. And they can drop dead. They can go into coma and not come back. And we have them, I will tell them, ma, sir, this is your diet. Stop eating this, stop eating this. And they will tell you, no. I will see the doctor. The doctor will tell me what to. And the doctors, we say, we have an adage. We say, a doctor that did not tell you how to change your diet is robbing you and it's wasting your time. Because you're going to keep coming back and you're going to keep spending money. So for you to tell somebody, take this drug, you should say, change your diet so that you won't have this again. That is preventive medicine. It's cheaper than cure. All right? So please, incurable people are, if you see cancer patients, if they are disciplined, they will either prolong the cancer, arrest the cancer, or wipe out the cancer if they are disciplined. If they are not disciplined, the cancer will take them out. Or any other condition. They say don't take low salt food. Take food and take salt dispenser and sprinkle salt into the food all over. And the person is hypertensive. That's an incurable person. What can you do with an incurable person? So the second thing is glaucoma is blood pressure in the eyes. Can you believe that? People have blood pressure all over the body. Somebody with glaucoma is having a blood pressure of the eyes. Some people can have blood pressure of the kidney. There's something called portal hypertension. hypertension in one part of the body. These things are correctable. Okay, so but you see, when glaucoma has started, it begins to narrow the person's view. If we can catch it at the point of arrest, we can stop that narrowing and the person can see. But if the person continues whatever he's doing, then the person will eventually lose that narrowness and lose the insight, and everything will be covered with liquid. You understand? It will be blood and the person will lose his sight. But naturally, lutein, there is a protein called lutein. There is a supplement called lutein. We have that in our store. There's something called beta carotene from carrot, beetroot. Basically, let the person be on juice, vegetable juice, not fruit juice. Fruit juice can spike the sugar, just like leading to diabetes, like somebody taking white sugar. So we encourage you, if you are taking fruits that are sweet, take smoothies, blend all the fruits together, the whole of the watermelon, blend it together. But now, back to your question. Take carrots. Can you take this recipe? ABC, apple, carrot, apple, beetroot, and carrot. Juice it every morning and night for the next 90 days. Eat your normal, whatever food you want to eat in the afternoon. And try to avoid sugary, soft drinks, and all those. All those things I mentioned. And you'll be shocked. The glaucoma will be arrested. It will not progress further. It will not degenerate. It might not be reversed because it's an irreversible damage that the vessels, as the water is going out into the retina also, the lens part of the eyes, to the front of the lens, it cannot be drawn back. That's how they do some surgeries. But if we have somebody that the surgery has been done, they will not put the person on the natural antioxidant, glutathione therapy, and lutein, and carrot breakfast and dinner. I am telling you, the person will give glory to God. Thank you very much.
Wow, so detailed. Thank you very much, sir. Really quite detailed. Okay, this person is asking, is Celtic salt good for BP?
Yes, sir. Celtic salt is one of the specialties of the natural salt. So it is good. We have kosher salt from the Jews. The Jews have that. We have Celtic salt. We have Himalayan salt from the Himalayan part of the world. We have sea salt from under the sea, the Atlantic Ocean and all the other oceans. Any sea salt that is natural from the earth, that God puts the deposit of minerals, it's healthy and it can help, but it's not the only solution to blood pressure. Diet, exercise, supplement. We have a whole regimen called the anti-hypertensive natural protocol. Everybody who follows that protocol will say bye-bye to BP and BP drugs. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. And this person is asking, sir, concerning some of these salts and oils you mentioned, how can dosage be put into consideration to avoid people abusing these things, sir?
Yes, we have dosages for all our regimen. Okay.
So for salts and oils, so it's asking how can we put a level of measurement to balance
Are you
this out?
talking about the healthy oil or the unhealthy ones? For the salts,
I want to believe the healthy one you talked about, sir. So is that concerning some of the salts and
yes,
oils
there are
you
dosages.
mentioned? So
you
the
see,
ones you
okay,
mentioned.
Let me help you. It's one adult spoon is 5 mils. The adult normal spoon of an adult is 5 mils. To cook a whole bowl of food, as in a whole pot of food, you need only 5 of that. You need 3 to 5 of that oil. You don't need oil to be on the surface of your food. And in fact, you should not be seeing the oil of your food. Once you begin to see it, is excess, according to healthy living protocol. Some people, it is the oil that will cover the surface of all the food. and then the pepper is underneath, or the vegetable. No, it should be lost in the food, but you know you get oil there. Because even in our natural oil, there is still cholesterol. We are trying to do dosages, all right? So make sure your oil is at minimal dispensing, right? Then for the second thing, salt. Salt can cause cancer. I hope you know that. Thank you for that question. You brought out another secret. Too much salt can cause cancer and it can destroy the kidney, right? So, and it can lead to dehydration and some other conditions. Even the healthy salt needs dosage. Use salt sparingly. You know why? You will be shocked. Most of our foods have salt on their own. They have sodium in there. You boil your yam, sometimes you don't even need to put anything. If you boil your yam, you don't need to put anything. It's almost, and the fruits and some fruits, they are not bitter. They are also just put something in the middle there, and then you have your use spices more than salt. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Oh, okay. So the question we took about the natural cures for allergies and asthma was actually from YouTube. Oh, okay, that's quite great. So it means some people are already following on YouTube. That's
Wow.
great. That's great. Okay. One more question. Okay. Please, my question is this, sir. What are the natural foods that help to lower body weight and helps to control blood pressure? That's one. Then two, from the same person, what natural foods or water helps to cure tinnitus?
I notice.
I hope I got that. Tinnitus, right? Okay, tinnitus. Since it's been proven medically that it could only be managed. Okay, so what are the natural foods that one can take? Then the first question also, natural foods that help lower body
mentioned
weight.
it in my class. Apple cider vinegar, the Bragg's apple cider. I shouldn't be saying this because our slimming down regimen is extensive and is costly. All right, but I'm giving you free of charge in this platform. That's the benefit of being. If you have not joined this, our BOO club, please make sure you join. You are getting exclusive information. All right, you want to slim down effectively? Go for apple cider vinegar. Squeeze lemon into that. Take apple cider vinegar. 10 mils of apple cider vinegar mixed with mother. Make sure it has the deposit debris into a cup of 25 mils of water. Add cinnamon, teaspoon, not the adult spoon now, teaspoon of cinnamon. Mix all together. You can squeeze lemon into it, not lime, but lemon, not lime. Take note of that. There are two different fruits. Lime is different from lemon. If you take all this combination, morning, afternoon, night, and you structure your diet, oh my God, you will slim down. It is going to jumpstart your metabolism and melt fat. I have achieved that with lots of people. So we are still talking about incurable people. You cannot slim down, be looking for Ozempic, all these dangerous drugs that will just sap your, no. You can even do a keto diet. We put you on ketogenic diet temporarily for like 3 weeks, and then we swap into this kind of diet. Then you will slim down. Everybody can slim down. When you change your diet, you will slim down. Right? So those are the regimen. Then the second question, sir, I think saying something on BP.
Yes.
If you slim down to a certain extent, BP will be regulated. And I spoke about BP. Get foods that are high in potassium, and then there's a BP regimen. We have a BP protocol. BP can be caused by about 4 or 5 factors. Do you know that kidney can cause blood pressure? Diet can cause blood pressure. Trauma can cause blood pressure. Genetics, inherited blood genes that have blood pressure is there. We have all those factors. And so we cannot tell you that this is your blood pressure because we deal with it in a multi-dimensional approach. And then you'll be surprised that the diets, we have some supplements that help to regulate blood pressure. They will help. We have in our store, we have blood pressure regulating. We have foods that are very high in potassium and magnesium, and they will put you on a lifestyle adjustment for 90 days. I'm sure your blood pressure will be regulated. Then the third question is
yes, so I'm going to read. Yes, I'll read.
Please Google. Yes. Please go to Google and YouTube and check natural cures for tinnitus. Natural cures for tinnitus by Dr. Axe. Dr. Axe. I'm giving you secrets now. Dr. Josh Axe.
The spell is A-X-E?
Yes, Axe as in the axe for cutting things. That's his name. Josh from Joshua.
Axe. Axe.
Doctor is a naturopathic doctor. He uses natural. His mother had cancer and they couldn't cure it. And she changed her diet and cured herself of cancer. And then she raised him to become a naturopathic doctor. Okay? So he's one of my mentors abroad. You will see his natural. You can even see other people on YouTube as well. You will see them. They will show you their case. They have cured tinnitus. Don't see, I'm a medical person. I've been practicing medicine for 18 years. I graduated in 2005 from university, studying laboratory medicine. So, see, when medicine says something can be managed, even when we have seen HIV cured, we have seen it medically. So, and then we have seen cancer cured. So don't take any word and say, that's it. No. Try your natural approach first, and you'll be shocked. Allergic diseases can be reversed and cured entirely. You understand? Blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, it can. Don't be an incurable person, and you'll be shocked. Go for the therapy for 90 days. Do juices and fruits for 90 days, vegetables for 90 days. Reduce food, stop sugar, stop all the unhealthy food. Let your body go back to natural state and watch. Fertility happens. And a lot of things happen. That's the secret that I don't know where we will tell it, whether on the mountain or on CNN or somewhere. And let people see what will happen to their bodies and stop believing in a lot of lies. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. So still from the same person, 2 more questions. Also, sir, please, what are the healthy alternatives to white bread and beverages? Like Bournvita, Milo. Yes, or healthy alternatives to white bread and beverages.
Awesome.
Then the second one again. Also, are the vegetable oil branded as low cholesterol or healthy or oil healthy? Are they branded as cholesterol?
They blend anything. People want to sell. They are into commercial business, not healthy living business. Hardly do people open shops, industries for health. It's for profitability and for maximizing profit.
Yeah.
We didn't even have time to. One of our sessions in the future, we will talk about GMOs. How the wickedness is going into genetic modifying organisms. They are altering seeds and fruits now, and it's becoming more dangerous than even healthy things. We are going to that in future, so we watch out for GMOs. But let me go to my point, please. The first question is okay. Let me talk about the cow milk. No, there is no cow milk. Cow milk is not for human beings. Goat milk is the healthiest. All right. Almond milk, tiger nut milk, rice milk. What other milk did I mention? Coconut milk, the healthiest milk, right? For the beverage, raw cocoa. Raw cocoa is your healthy. In fact, they call cocoa the foods of the gods. They eat it when they want to go to war, and they cut them and they heal, and they go back and fight war. It's Theobroma cacao. That's the name of cocoa. Theo is from the name of God. It's in the food. They say it's the food of gods. Raw cocoa is medicine. Buy your cocoa raw and add your milk, add your honey to it, hot water, drink, cold or hot. Raw cocoa is your alternative. Drink your turmeric. Put turmeric into water, put milk, almond milk, and put tea. Make it as tea. Drink your ginger. Drink alternate tea, green teas. You have different kinds of teas now. Drink them. They are your solutions. All right. So
Okay.
I hope I have answered all the questions. Is there anyone?
Yes. 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 Yes, you have, sir. Okay, so we have two more. After this, we won't take anyone again. So what we're going to do?
What questions are
What we're so what we're going to do is we'll create a link for questions. So if you have questions at any time that pops up, just fill the form, drop the question in the link. We will take the question in the next session, in the next edition of the Health is Wealth Conference. Okay, so if you have any question, maybe even after now, in the course of moving around, eating, and all of that. So when you begin to practice all these things, some questions may come up. So just go back to the form, fill that form, drop the question there. We will attend to those questions in the questions in the next edition. Okay, so we'll just take this. We'll just take these last two questions very quickly, because I also have my own questions. So whenever I try to eat only fruits, I feel very light, but kind of low energy, and it kind of affects my activeness. What can I do, please? Thanks.
I love this question. We were all brought up wrongly, eating 3 solid food in a day, and that has affected our minds. You see, sometimes we don't eat because we are hungry. We eat because our minds have been programmed unconsciously, subconsciously, that if you have not eaten solid food, you say, I didn't eat today. I only drank juice. I didn't eat. Juice is food, my brother or my sister. Juice is food. So it's in your mind. You have energy inside. Eat portioned foods, fruits, and they will become energy. All right. Whatever you are feeling low, it's in your mind because you don't know what that food. It has been confirmed that they used to say that people who eat fruits and vegetables are weak, and they have it has been confirmed that they can even become strong. There is a documentary on Netflix that was done by one of these popular actors. It's a full documentary. I think it was Arnold Schwarzenegger or something that helps you to that when you take fruits, you can build muscle, you can become all that. You are not losing. You are not taking fruit. Is not like you are suffering. No, that is the right thing you should be taking. Take fruits that are sweet. If you have energetic days ahead, take fruits that are high in sugar. Okay, take pineapple, take orange, high sugar fruits, sweet fruits. They will prepare you. You will have the energy. And then when it is lunch, eat your lunch well. Eat pounded yam, eat rice, eat beans, eat yam and beans, eat. So you will be fine. You will be fine. It's just a mindset. Once you get into that cycle, into that mindset, the healthy living zone, you will never say that. You eat your food and you have energy. It's because in your mind you need more of this training will help you. You don't lose energy by eating fruits. You don't. Take water, take your fruit that are high in sugar. The body will generate energy from it. Not growing enough, feed this stomach is full of junk. That's when you have energy or you are eating. No. That's just a bad habit that's going to our subconscious. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. And then this final one, please, is Make Sure has 3 Crown milk branded as low cholesterol healthy?
Every time we come out and tell you something is not healthy, they manufacture something unhealthy and label it with our new label. That's why you will see low cholesterol milk. You will see no sugar drink, low sugar drink, 0 glucose, or all those, the way they make oil, vegetable oil, and they say no cholesterol. That is a lie. Every oil is cholesterol. Tell us what kind of cholesterol you have there. and we will catch you. Every oil is cholesterol. In fact, another name for cholesterol is from the word cholesis, which is the word cholesterol. So oil is cholesterol. But tell us, the bad cholesterol is the low density cholesterol. The good cholesterol is high density. All the foods I mentioned about good oil, they are high density cholesterol. Olive oil, coconut oil, they have high density. Bad cholesterol is vegetable oil cholesterol. It just filters into the blood vessel and narrows it and causes heart attack, high blood pressure, and things like that. So any milk, all those low milk, wherever they are calling it, as long as it's from a cow, no, it's a no. Go for goat milk. It tastes and looks exactly like cow milk. It's more expensive though, but if you like milk. If not, go for your normal tiger nut milk, coconut milk, rice milk, almond milk, and all these other milk, all right? Natural protein milk.
Wow. Thank you very much for that, sir. Thank you very much. Okay. My own question.
Yes, sir.
I used to know apple cider. I think you were the one that introduced me to apple cider, actually. So then I I think I also came across, maybe someone told me or something, but I just want to confirm because I've not been able to take apple cider for quite a long time now since I left Nigeria. So I'm just wondering, just to be sure, um, uh, does apple cider have any effect on any organ of the body? Um, in the sense that according to what I heard, they said there's a way it dries up a part of the body. Somehow there's a way it drains the body if you take it. So I don't know how effective and how true is that. So is it that if it is taken in excess or the little portion, or how frequent can we take it, and how exactly do we take it?
Okay. What we are dealing with is called apple cider therapy,
Okay.
right? I have seen somebody that turmeric was working so much. I had it's in the news in the US. She was using turmeric too much. She loved turmeric, it was working, and she injected turmeric into her blood vessel and killed herself. Okay, so misuse and abuse. All the things I mentioned now. Some of them I mentioned dosages. So please, once you are going into the vegetable world, dosages matter. Portion control. For example, you want to take a juice, don't take more than a glass cup of juice. That's about 25 to 30 mils, cl of juice at a moment, or else you will spike your blood sugar. Can you see that? So there is dosage. Dosage. So when it comes to apple cider, there is dosage. One cover of apple cider must be in 25 cl of water every time you are taking it. If you increase it, there will be effect because it is medicinal. Medicines have dosage. So that's one of the things why the reasons they blackmail or blacklist the naturopathic people. So there is a dosage. I have seen somebody who bought apple cider on his own and start drinking it on his own without dilution. That can shrink the liver and the kidney. So I can tell you, because it is extremely, okay, let me break it down. Apple cider is fermented sugar converted into alcohol by bacteria. After continuing the fermentation, if you add vinegar to it, it converts into what is called acetic acid. So apple cider is actually acetic acid. So why would somebody drink acid and be normal? So please, there is a dosage to apple cider. You want to increase the dosage. If you are fat, you can take 2 to 3 covers of the apple cider. That is 15 mils of apple cider into 25 cl of water. Can you see the dosage? Anything outside that, it will be sometimes it can even cause ulcer. But if you use it the normal way, it will reverse the ulcer. Can you see the? So everybody should be on apple cider. Dosage is the difference. Children, adults, every dosage. For children, baby spoon of apple cider, baby spoon into 25 cl of water. Let them drink it throughout the day until they finish it. An adult can take 25 5 ml into 25 cl and drink at a go. Can you see there is dosage? If you abuse the dosage, you will face consequence. So, but apple cider, Google it now. Everyone on this platform, when we are done, Google it. It is a miraculous discovery with lot of medicinal. Currently now, they have found out that there are 700 uses of apple cider. 700. Anti-malaria, antifungal, anti-parasite, skin care. They use it for exfoliation. They use it to cure fungal infection. They drink it to slim down. You use it to boost immunity. You fight typhoid with it. Probiotic for gut care to fight cancer. It's all, it's just too much.
Then is it advisable to take this recommendation daily? Like you said, one cover, then mixed with 25 cl water.
Yes, once a day.
Once
Everybody,
a day.
if you're on
Okay.
that, you will be fine. But if you want to use it as a therapy to achieve slimming down, then you increase the dosage into the 25 cl. Then it will shrink the person, not the fat, melt the fat, and then the person will see the results. In fact, people who have fatty liver, I put them on high dose of apple cider, and they wipe out the liver, will remove all the fat. The fatty liver disease will vanish. Your testimonies, and they'll be fine. But once they are fine, put them back on the normal regimen. 25 ml into 25 cl of water. They should just drink it throughout the day like that, once a day, and continue.
Okay. Thank you very much for that. Well noted. Thank you, sir. Then my second question, goat meat. You mentioned goat meat. I mean goat milk rather.
Milk.
As one of the healthiest milks. You mentioned almond milk and goat. But the challenge I have with goat milk is always the smell. That's the challenge I have with goat milk. At least the ones I've seen and I've bought. In fact, I couldn't take it. I had to discard it because of the smell. It smells goatish, so I couldn't take it. So, so
Okay,
and I suspect is what it maybe it was also made from maybe e-goat or something, but it just smells goatish. I just could not take it. So, is it that it was not correctly processed, or that's how it is normally, and you just have to get used to it?
because the processing, you see, when you want to eliminate smell, you introduce more chemicals. You introduce more artificial things and keep killing whatever is natural there. Okay? Should I shock you? Healthy water is not the water we are all taking. The stream water, the spring water has a funny taste because of the electrolyte and the nutrients in it. But because we don't want to take water that makes us, then we turn water to what it has become. Right? So when we are dealing with balancing natural and health, garlic is one of the most powerful drugs in the world. I hope you know that. Garlic, even spiritually, garlic is powerful. But what will you do with the smell? Now it has been made into capsules. It will smell through your skin, smell in your mouth, smell in your eyes, in your tears, smell in every. So, do you want to get a cure or you want to get a good smell? You have to choose. Oat milk, you can add cinnamon to kill the smell. Cinnamon powder, a little bit of cinnamon or a little bit of ginger. Those ones have strong smell. They can weaken that goatish smell, and they do whatever you want to do with it. Then you go and try it and let me know your output.
Okay. Thank you very much for that, sir. Then for almond milk, I've seen a couple of them here. They write almond milk with no sugar. Is there a specific one or just any almond milk around?
As long as it's organically prepared, there are GMOs that are organic. Find the ones that the organic companies make. They are a little bit more expensive, more pricey, but they are healthy, right? But if you can't, even the normal ones are still fair enough. You know. But the standard of anything we want when you get to market is to look for organic companies, whole foods, companies that have standards and stickler for organic things. Buy anything they produce. They will have the organic version, the healthy version of the unhealthy ones. And there are some companies that just make almond milk unhealthy from anything, anyhow. And they are there in the market. But your knowledge is what we preserve.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. Is apple cider same as apple cider vinegar?
Yes. But make sure it is with mother. If it is not with mother, it's just a salad dressing.
Okay.
Apple cider vinegar salad dressing is available. Apple cider vinegar with mother. On debris, it has a debris inside. That is the healthiest one. And that's the
okay. Okay, so if you are buying it, make sure it has mother on it, on the label, mother. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, sir. This has been so enriching tonight. I mean, it was really worth the time. Thank you very much for this. We are so grateful for this enriching session tonight. Thank you very much, sir. We hope to have you again very soon for the second edition. Thank you very much. We will be rounding off here. Just a few announcements. If you need some personal consultations with Mr. George Dosu, so you can reach out to us in the community. Also, we'll share his details with you, so you can consult with him. If you need some personal consultations with him, so you can reach out to us. We'll share his details with you for further consultations in case you need any. We'll have these sessions over and over again. So it's going to be the Health is Wealth conference it's just something that we continue. Okay. And also our next event is going to be coming up next month, which is March. The date to be announced as soon as possible. And also for PDT, the personal development track. So we'll be having the second official training for the year next month also. So it means we have 2 trainings next month. Okay. And also for those who are interested in volunteering with us, we still need volunteers, people specifically in the field of graphics design and video editing. So if you have that skill, or you know someone who has that skill, video editing or graphics design, so you can apply through the link. So the link has been shared in the chat board already, in the chat room already. So just apply through that link as a volunteer, so you can fill the form as a volunteer. Then we review the application and we get you on board. Okay, so we definitely will let you know when the details of the March events are ready. So just keep an eye on the pages. We'll get to know about. And also, we want to encourage everyone to take good advantage of the opportunities we've been sharing on the platform. Very important. We are not just posting those things there for fun. These are real life-changing offers that we actually have to utilize. So be sure you are making use of them, and also share with other people. Okay, and invite your friends, invite people to join the page. Okay, so the page is not just for you alone to enjoy. So if you have been part of, if this community has blessed you, why don't you introduce to other persons? Let them also join. So you can share the link with them. Let them join on WhatsApp. Let them join the Telegram page, so they can also get updates from there. And these kind of meetings too, when we post the design and the link and all that, you can always share with other people. Let them join. Also, let them register and let them join. Okay, so for subsequent events, don't limit it to yourself. Share the link with people. Let them also register after you have registered yourself. Do well to share with others. Let them register and also share the connection link with them, so they can also be part of this kind of meetings. Sincerely, this is not the kind of meetings that people should miss. More so, it is free. So okay, so we encourage everyone to do that as often as possible. So finally, we're moving to the vote of thanks. Just one individual who is ready to take the vote of thanks. Any volunteer? Anyone wants to volunteer for that? If no one is volunteering, then I have to call someone to do that. Vote of thanks. In just 1 minute, you're done. Vote of thanks. Any volunteer? Anyone who wants to volunteer? Okay. I don't know if it is Mr. or Mrs. or Miss Mercy A. Can you come up to take the vote of thanks, please? Mercy A. Mercy A. Okay. Ola Oluwapo Buluwatife, please can you take the vote of thanks? Ola Oluwapo Buluwatife, can you take the vote of thanks? This is interesting. Okay. Oh, okay. Great. Okay. Oh, okay. So I'll get back to Mercy now. So she's been trying to unmute. Okay. So I'll just give you the permission to unmute yourself now. Okay. So please go ahead now.
Although this is my first time here, and I want to say thank you. So, Mr. Judge Goshi, thank you so much for that session. It has been really impactful and enlightening. And thank you to BOHO. I've always been saying the flyer, but I've never joined. So this is my first time we've actually joined. Thank you so much. I hope to come around more and probably also volunteer. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
All right. Thank you very much. We are grateful for that vote of thanks. Thank you very much, Ma. We appreciate and we really are also happy to hear that this is your first time of joining our conferences. And we are also happy that you got value for your time. So we hope to see you more often, and also others can invite others to also join the conferences subsequently. Thank you very much for that, Ma. So we'll be putting a pause there until next month. Thank you very much, everyone, for your time, for the attention, and we hope to see you again next month. For PDT, we'll see you next month for the official training. So hopefully we'll get to meet with you before the event. There will be some personal trainings and opportunities for people to come up and make some presentations also as part of the personal development projects. So there will be projects that will be executed in the course of having a PDT training next month. So we'll get you the details about that before the meeting. Okay. So thank you very much, and do have a great night rest or a great day, depending on the time where you are. Thank you, and have a great day. Bye.